Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Musicians Hangout with your host, Crash Fist Fight, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell of the Maxwells. Uh-oh.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back to Musicians Hangout. Danny Split, what's up? He'll be back.
He took off. He was like, you know what, fuck this. No, just kidding. He'll be back.
3 a.m. here. Fuck this shit. He hung out with us behind the scenes. He got
that was it.
Quota.
He's done.
He'll be back, though. I'll go over our mission statement, and we'll catch up with everybody in just a moment. All right, so Musicians Hangout mission statement is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And hi, my friend. Yes!
Welcome back.
I'm here.
Told you
We
you'd
knew
be back. We knew it.
Yeah, I'm back. It's cool.
Yeah, the show starts and you leave, and we're like, okay.
Like, Danny Split, what?
No, there was some audio issues, so I fixed it.
Oh, no, fair enough.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, and we could be having some connectivity issues. I mean, where are you streaming from?
I'm still in Ireland, but I'm in Dublin right now, which is the place that everybody knows. So I'm kind of on a little bit of a getaway from all the craziness for a little while.
Heck yeah, on a holiday. Congrats.
So yeah.
You're on holiday, as they say over there.
Yeah.
Very nice. I just got back from mine, so I took some time off because one, I was sick, and two, I had vacation for the past couple weeks. It's good to be back.
I'm on the first holiday because I have Corona.
And she looks fabulous for it, gotta say.
We'll say cheers for that with the fruit juice tonight.
Oh my God. So, Danny, we've had you on the show several times. We've had you as an independent artist. We've had you with a couple of different bands. We've also featured you in several of our video montages.
Yes.
We want to hear all about the projects that you're working on recently.
So, as people have known, I released the album finally. Black Rain is finally out there for people to listen to, and me not talk about it for so long.
Melt your face.
It's
buy it now.
Yes.
It's been one of the things where I've done that now, and now I'm kind of putting the focus into the band, the Wilted Saffron Band, which people can go back and watch the other interview of, which I done a long time ago.
Wasn't that long ago? Wasn't it just last year?
I think it was like 6-7 months ago or something.
Okay,
I was gonna say, it's just been a few months, I think.
It is pandemic time, though. We got to add decades to these years, so I get it.
Yeah.
It's been 45 years.
We have some plans about going into the studio in August. They're finally coming to fruition, and we actually have our first show as a band.
Ooh, yay!
Literally a week.
Ooh.
In a week from today, we're doing our first show in Ireland, so that's a pretty exciting thing for us.
Yes, that is awesome.
And yeah, I've just been kind of kicking back and shooting the shit, I've just been kind of relaxing it off now for a little while. I've done all the crazy work, so
now it's just time. It's easy street now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all easy sailing from here, as they would say.
Nice. Put in all the hard work, and now you get benefits.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Very cool.
Hell yeah.
So I've been listening to some of your music lately, and it really resonates with everything that's going on in the world. Except, to me anyway, as a listener, that's what I perceive from some of the things that you're writing about, and just the whole feel of the album is very spot on with some of the things that we are experiencing through our world.
Right.
And yeah, it is a huge kind of thing right now, especially with how I based, the entire story off, because the way the album goes is that each song is a separate chapter of the story. And because it's a story about war between two separate groups of people, and going through all these different illnesses and different sad feelings and stuff like that. I just wanted to find a way to encapsulate anything that's going on in the world now. How can I put that into a musical form for people to listen to, or for people to kind of take a step back and think to themselves, listening to these songs, like, what's going on here? Why, like, what does this mean in this story? And a lot of the visuals will kind of come sooner rather than later, but we kind of just wanted to get the album out there just to, let people have it and listen to it and stuff like that. But it is hugely resonating with a lot of today's stuff, especially over the last 2 years, how difficult it's been on musicians, on the world, on businesses, on everything.
Yeah.
And
it definitely speaks to that. I mean, I can really get that.
yeah, and the way I kind of wrote the story is that this is the world if the world never opened back up and just turned into just a complete bomb site, basically. So yeah, it's kind of a different take on everything.
Right.
A more how do I say it? It's kind of like not exactly what's going on in the world, but it's similar to what's going on because it's taken a lot of the same themes, a lot of the same heart and heartbreak and all this kind of stuff that kind of resonates within it.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Totally. It's like a reflection of that.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And it's kind of been crazy, like listening back to it myself and hearing a lot of these songs now. They hit me a lot differently than when I first wrote them.
I was just going to ask that question, if when you listen back to your music, because let's face it, the world goes on, it progresses, whether we want it to or not, and certain things happen in the world. So do the songs still resonate the same with you now as they did when you wrote them?
They resonate more with me now than they did before.
Yeah.
To be honest, especially because one of my favorite songs off the record is Darkness, because it's just so melancholy and chilled out, and it's actually the first time I kind of messed with strings added into a song, and it adds a different kind of feel to it. But that song resonated with me because in the story, this is kind of like my character sitting in a room by himself, realizing where the hell the world has gone to.
Mm-hmm.
The world he once knew is now no more, and now he feels like he's in this cloud of darkness that he can't escape from. And that resonated with me a lot because I felt like that. I know a lot of people would feel like that. They have these moments of just sadness and darkness that they can't escape from.
Mm-hmm.
But I want that to be a song for people to realize it's okay to feel that way. It's not a horrible thing. It's not something that's completely illegal to try and feel that way.
Right.
So
their feelings are validated.
Yeah, exactly, and it's definitely resonated with me a lot more, and it's something I'm really proud of, honestly, for being able to release that as a thing, especially for an album that was worked on during the whole lockdown thing. It makes a lot more sense now,
And I think that's why I can really relate to it too, is because like I've felt similar about the things going on in the world throughout the last 3 years as well. And it's interesting to hear how, you were able to reflect through that process. Like you processed through the writing and the listening of this album.
Yeah, and it's goes through a lot of different emotions as well, I feel. Because you look at certain songs, like some songs are a lot heavier than others, some are a little bit more somber and kind of catchier sounding. I mean, when you look at a song like Ghost in the Attic, and then you look at, the song called Wasteland, it's two completely different perspectives of things. Like, Wasteland on the record is a completely instrumental song. But what that's meant to represent is this is what happened after the war between the two groups, and this is all that's left is nothing. It's a wasteland. And it hit a lot differently in certain ways and certain aspects of life and stuff. And I feel like the instrumental part of it leading into the very last song, which is Battle Cries, it just sets the tone for what may come next.
Oh, yes,
Oh.
yes.
And I already know what comes next.
That's awesome.
Oh.
So you're already working on a project as you're taking time off.
Yeah. Sorry. as it just can't get away from me no matter how hard I try.
Like a true musician.
But yeah, as I said, I had a little bit of announcement. I am working on album number 2.
Yes.
Which is part 2 to the story.
Yes. Well,
I was hoping.
There is a part 2 to the story. And I know this one's probably going to kill me more than the first one did, but it's something to get used to.
Don't all good albums, though?
Probably.
Well, and what I love about the writing process, for me as a musician, is that it only gets better.
Yeah.
And you only learn how to tighten up ends even better as you're working on the process.
Right.
Yeah. And it is. It's for me, like some of the songs that may not have made the first record is I'm kind of going back to look at to see like if it's worth keeping, if there's something that I can change, if it's
you revise.
Exactly. It's different. Going to be a very different kind of record. I'm not going to stick to the one style. I'm going to do a bunch of different styles. I actually have one that kind of sounds like an 80s horror movie.
Yes. Oh, that's so cool. I'm going to dig that shit.
Yeah.
Danny, you have a question from the chat that I'll have you answer. Because I already answer, but Black Shepherd wants to know, what is the album called?
Oh, yeah.
The record is called Black Rain. That is what the first record is called. You can listen to it anywhere you get your listening devices. I worded that horribly. Anywhere you get music, you'll most likely find the record there.
Well, and I follow Danny on YouTube, so make sure that you go listen to him there and smash that subscribe button for him. And if you haven't subscribed to Musicians Hangout on YouTube yet, make sure you do that.
That should be the first thing you do. Subscribe to Musicians Hangout and then come to me afterwards.
And don't forget, once you hit that subscribe button on both of our channels, Danny6 and Musicians Hangout, smash that notification bell. That way you know every time a video is uploaded.
Indeed. Shout out to the chat room too. It's pretty active. We've got Renee, we've got Mike, we have Black Shepherd, as mentioned before. Black Sasquatch has joined us as well. Hi, Ohio peeps.
Ohio, look, I'm even representing Ohio tonight with the audio side.
Love you guys. Oh yeah, we have 3.k followers. Thanks for recognizing that, guys. So yeah, shout out to us. We have 3.5k followers as of today. So thanks everybody for following.
Yes.
Keep liking and following Musicians Hangout and all of our artists that we feature here on the show. It's pretty awesome. We've grown pretty quickly.
Dude,
it's always great to see, though. It's always a great thing to see.
We got Don Rush in the house. Shout out to Don.
Audio side.
He's the reason why we look so amazing now. So Don is the one who created our background to our live stream and also our intro video.
That's awesome.
Super awesome.
I like the techie guy.
Heck yeah, it's nice to have techie friends that are also freaking awesome metal rock stars. Like,
who can help us drummers out? Because we don't know tech.
We don't. Not even gonna lie, like we've gotten better, but it's not our forte, and we definitely have an awesome community, as stated in our mission statement, an awesome community network that helps us.
Yes, we do. If it doesn't come with the drum key, I don't know how to build it.
Right? Agreed.
Anytime we do these interviews, there's always so many questions that like I see afterwards, and I'm like, oh shit, how did I keep track of these? because I know that a lot of people have a lot of questions, especially because I'm from Ireland. So that
Yes.
bumps it
Well,
up
and
once
that being
more.
said, everybody, like if you have questions for our guests, go ahead and throw them in the chat. We'll make sure that we pull it up here for you and that we get your questions answered live.
I will try my best to answer it as best I can.
Sorry,
Keep in
I am
mind-
not wearing my contacts today. I am not feeling well.
Girl, I don't blame you. I remember I had gotten COVID right before we had Danny on last time and
Yeah.
had to schedule
Yeah.
for the date. And then we did this interview that we don't always do on a different day with Jen, which I'm glad we did, but I still had COVID.
I know. And today is my first official day with COVID. So
You're doing really good. So cheers to you, girl. Cheers to you.
cheers with the fruit juice. And cheers to Danny Six with his amazing album, which I
Black
love, by the
Rain.
way.
Love it. Love it.
Not like the main water.
Jeffrey Lund said, shout out to the awesome musicians. Shout out to you.
Appreciate that.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
And shout out to the amazing followers and, people who tune in.
And huge shout out to anybody over there where Danny is and you're tuning in because it's really fucking late for you. So good job.
Yes, it is. It's some people are very dedicated when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, some people are. Some people are, if I don't know, if I were on another podcast and it was based in Ireland, I would stay up to do it. I'd drink a buttload of coffee and just be ready. And
well, like I said, I had 2 monsters today, so I was golden for the rest of the day. So
You were just like, let's go.
yeah.
well, and if we go on tour, either, like if you come over here, you're on a different, totally different time zone and vice versa for us. So it's jet lag.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have a
it is.
bandmate. I have a bandmate from Japan originally, and she goes back and forth to Japan. I wouldn't say quite often, but
Often
often.
enough.
And, Japan is like Ireland where it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that just really messed with my head.
Yeah, so he's a time traveler. Danny's a time traveler. He's in tomorrow.
But yeah, I'm in the future. It
What's
sucks.
the weather like
What's it
tomorrow?
like? Oh, it sucks. Still,
I'm in the future and it sucks.
I thought the future would be cooler.
So did most people, but here we are.
still shitty.
Yes.
Oh my girl, it's just getting started. Oof. So let's talk a little bit about the next album. What sort of, things can you let us know about the part 2 of Black Rain?
Well,
is it the same name? Black Rain 2.
Oh my God,
No,
you just took the question out of my mouth, Maxine.
I love doing that too.
The
Oh, wait.
answer is no. It is not
Oh.
called Black Rain Part 2.
Oh,
Because Black Rain is the first part of a trilogy.
oh, so this
Oh, shit.
isn't just
It's a 3-album thing that I have.
He's going Star Wars with it, folks.
I just won't end up making a fuck ton of movies that are unnecessary to make. Sorry for all
I'm
the Star
loving
Wars
this.
fans. So the second part we actually already have a title for.
Ah.
And the title that we had, the working title we have at the minute is, what was it again? Oh,
Come
it
on.
was literally called, it was literally called Free from the Flames.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The working title we have for the second record.
Subject to change, you're saying.
It's subject to change, but it's kind of the one that stood out to me.
I
like
like
it.
it.
I
really
like it.
Part,
Yeah.
because Free from the Flames is kind of like what happens next in the story. And for those who don't understand the story, it will all be visually
Listen to the
represented.
album. Listen to the
Yes.
album.
Listen to the album, and then it will all be visually represented then a little bit of time kind of later on. But we have kind of 3-4 songs into it. Different, very different from the first record. It's very different. I don't want to try and make the same record over and over again.
Right. That would be
but-
redundant.
Yes, it would, and then I'll just become bored very quickly. But we have 3 or 4 songs in. The title track, obviously, Free from the Flames. And the 80s horror song is literally called The Freak Show.
Nice.
I
Yes.
love it.
I dig it.
It's kind of like it's like if Rammstein met 80s horror with heavy metal guitar on top of it. That's how we've described this.
Dude, that's gonna be so
That's
epic.
got my heart. Like,
Yes.
And yeah, there's a couple other little bits and pieces, but yeah, that's all I have, to be honest.
I dig it. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, I'm already amazed by the first part of this trilogy, so you're just gonna
Yeah.
keep it going.
It just
I'm really
story going.
excited for the visual things that
Yes.
are going to come with this. Like music
Well-
videos. Oh my God. Yes.
Well, we have the way we're going to do it is we're going to do 2 live action music videos and 1 animated music video.
Oh, that'll be cool. Oh yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
And I can tell you what songs they're for.
Oh, okay.
So the first one is for Venom, hopefully.
Ooh,
Heck yeah.
that's a good
The
one.
second one is for the title track, Black Rain.
What?
And the last one is for Battle Cries.
Nice.
But this
Oh,
one is going to be a long one because it's going to be Wasteland and Battle Cries together.
Ooh. Now, is that the animated one?
Yes. That would be
Yes.
the animated one.
That's gonna
So
kick.
we're going to do probably Black Rain first.
Cool. Well, that
Is
makes
that-
sense.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. So,
Introduce the 2 groups.
like a
And
prelude.
they
to-
would- yeah, basically. And then Venom would be, everything there. And then the animated one is going to be the war fully
Yeah.
happening. But there's a little twist on who dies. Because
Oh.
someone does die, but
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, I'm not going to be like the fucking guy from Game of Thrones who kills off your favorite character after 5 minutes.
That was the one thing I hate about Game of Thrones. Like, everybody fucking died, and it was like always your favorite people.
Stranger
Yeah.
Things did that recently. So, for those of you Stranger Things fans out there, they
I
killed-
just finished Stranger Things today, actually.
so you know exactly who I'm talking about. I don't want to give
I
any
know.
spoilers out for those of you
Heartbreaking.
still watching.
Heartbreaking.
Oh, you
Heartbreaking.
haven't seen it already? I don't know, but
It's pretty sad.
it
That's
is.
all we're going to say.
It's sad.
Pretty sad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually gonna message you, telling you I'm watching Stranger Things.
I was going to ask you later if you have watched it yet, so I could geek out and talk to you about it.
Yes, I have. I finished it today. I've been watching it this past week.
That's been something nice with the COVID, is at least having a series like that to watch, because it gets kind of boring when you're quarantining.
Yeah, I watched the last 2 episodes today because I had the day off, mostly.
Yeah.
And the last episode is 2 hours long, 2.5.
Yeah, it's like basically a movie.
Yes, so that's
And
what
they
I.
included my favorite band, Metallica. So I will.
Yeah.
That
I
spoiler
thought of
alert.
you. I thought of
Fuck
you.
yes.
I was like, oh shit.
Stranger Things and
Master of
Metallica.
Puppets.
The world is right in that moment.
They're playing Master of Puppets. I'm singing to the cat. Master.
Yeah, I found out recently that, oh God, I'm going to butcher his last name. Hold on. Rob Torino, from the bass player from Metallica, his son is the one who actually played the song for the track.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
No
How
shit.
kick ass is that shit? Yeah.
that's insane though.
I did
Honestly.
not know that. That's actually pretty cool. And just to let you guys know that the bass player is actually the original bass player for Suicidal Tendencies.
I didn't know
Yes,
that.
he is.
Yes, didn't know
And
that.
he rocked Suicidal Tendencies too back in the day.
Good bass player, yo. Good bass.
Oh man, he's gnarly. I've always loved him.
Top 3, I'd say, definitely. For bass players. So I'm thinking like Les Claypool and gosh, I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head. Sorry.
There's Les Claypool. There's Flea.
Yeah, Flea. Flea's up there in the top 3. There you go, top 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, my cat wants to say hi, Danny.
Hello, Cat.
You coming over, cat?
Hello,
Kitty.
Bats.
Miss Bat says hello.
I do not have any animals. That's not true. I do have an animal in here. My tarantula, but she is hiding. She is sleeping. She is in fuck off land.
Yes, Cat's a tarantula mommy now. So I have loved watching this blossom. Crash has been researching tarantulas and following tarantulas throughout the pandemic, and she finally has her own tarantula baby.
Just a little baby. They're called slings. The baby tarantulas are called slings. Well, all baby spiders are called slings. But yeah, she's tiny. And she hates me.
And you love it. That's funny.
I love it. I think it's the cutest thing ever.
Oh,
She's
hey,
like,
Rebecca's in the house. She says she's sorry she's late. Hi, Rebecca.
hi, Rebecca. I miss your face, honey.
Hello.
She asks how we are. Doing all right. I'm doing better.
You know, sick with the Rona, but you know.
Yes,
not
COVID.
gonna die.
I had a zebra knee. I love mine. Oh, tarantula.
Oh my God. Wait, what?
She had a zebra knee.
Okay, so those are called Acanthoscaria geniculatus. That's the type of tarantula.
You're just speaking gibberish to me now.
And they're not zebra knees, they are Brazilian white knees. Mine is an Aphonopelma bicoloratum, aka the Mexican blood leg.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, she's awesome. She's gnarly.
We gotta write some songs about this.
Oh, it's already.
Yes.
I'm gonna get all the weird tarantulas, like the fire leg and I have the blood leg, and then there's another one I can't remember. It's the smithy, but it's not called a smithy anymore.
So, Danny, I know that you've already talked to this on previous episodes that you've been on with us, but who are your inspirations in music for the viewers that are just catching you for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. It's actually kind of changed.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that. And it does.
It's kind of changed a lot, actually.
You tell.
Because now I've been kind of taking a lot of influence from a lot of the kind of 90s grunge era coming into the new metal scene kind of thing. So a lot of the vocal styles that I try to use or try to incorporate into a lot of stuff now is kind of coming from like Rammstein, Korn, Slipknot.
Hell yeah. Dude, we saw Slipknot.
Dude, they were fucking amazing.
Oh,
We
they're
got a story
unbelievable.
later. Slipknot story later.
Who else? And then I've been kind of going back to the old school punk, like the Sex Pistols, the Damned, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I love the Damned.
So I've been kind of all over the place since I've been writing this record. So it's
That's all right.
You name an artist, I probably listen to it. Honestly,
Very cool. I dig it.
it's a lot.
Have you heard Rammstein's new album?
I have. I've learned 4 songs off it because I play them for shows sometimes.
Oh,
Okay,
hell
what
yeah.
do you think about their use of auto-tune?
I mean, I'm not surprised,
Really?
honestly, because it's the way the industry is going right now. Because it's once autotune came into effect, everybody used it.
Yeah.
It became an easiest way to try and um,
Sound like
clean
there's
up the
a harmonica
vocals.
in your voice?
Yeah, basically, and nearly clean up the vocals to make it sound like a fucking robot singing the song and not you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
But I'm not going to judge an artist if they want to use it or not. It's their
Right.
choice.
The cool thing about Rammstein and their auto-tune is they used it very minimal.
Oh yeah, they don't use it a lot. It's not like fucking
Use it to
T-Pain.
enhance the song, not take over.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not like T-Pain where he has a harmonica in his voice and like singing a whole damn song. I can't stand that.
Fuck that shit.
But yeah, no, I fucking I'm sorry, I'm gonna be cursing a lot. I'm Irish. It's normal.
That's okay. We curse.
We
now.
fucking don't care.
We did curse. So we tried to keep it more family friendly our first year, and then 2020 happened, and we were like, "Fuck it."
There you go. But
Somebody couldn't keep her mouth like in check either.
But yeah, no, I just took a lot of influences from different stuff. You actually listen to Ghost, the song "Ghost in the Attic." It's very kind of Rammstein
Yes.
feel to it because of the way the drums are at the start, the guitars, and everything like that. It's definitely you can see a lot of different influences kind of coming in from there.
Have you checked out our friends Fleischkrieg? Because you would dig them. Like, just
You
I have. I remember you actually said it to me before. Yes.
Hell
Yes.
yeah.
They are sick. They are
Very
sick
good.
as well.
I love that. Yes, good. Because yeah, they got that type of sound, and they are freaking rocking it. They're going back to a Wasteland. What is it called? Wasteland Weekend or whatever down south.
In California, yes, it's Wasteland Weekend. It's kind of, post-apocalyptic,
Kind of feels that way anyway.
Yeah. The world is already fucking like that. So
It's
it's
already
in
on
the middle
fire.
of the Mojave Desert in California.
So busy.
Yeah. Kind of
Well,
Mad Max,
Danny, do you
Thunderdome.
want to hear our Slipknot story?
Sure. Go ahead.
Haha, yeah.
All right, so
Have proof.
we got free tickets to go to Slipknot. Thanks, Gina, my bestie.
Thank
our
you,
bestie.
Gina.
Gina took us to Slipknot, and we were in like the tippity top of the arena, like row 216, touching the ceiling. Okay, nosebleed of nosebleed section. So we get there, we find our place, and then we all kind of split off. Like Gina goes to the restroom, I go to the merch table, and I was in the merch line for like 45 minutes. And then Crash, did you stay with Taylor just hanging out there? Or did you guys go?
I did. I stayed with Taylor and was checking out the bands, horror, and
they were.
This was before Cypress Hill came out.
Cypress Hill came on too, so it was horror, Cypress Hill, and Slipknot for the night for Knot Fest in Seattle, and it was so bitchin'. But that's not part of the story yet. So I get back from the merch table, and I'm in the right row.
But wait,
I'm in the right seat.
Okay, so.
Oh yeah, you tell.
No. You missed the part. So we're sitting in our nosebleed section in Taylor, and this guy comes over and he's like, "Hey, would you like to move a couple rows down, closer to the stage?" No, because then we're like looking at the side of the stage, and where we were, we had like kind of a really good view of the stage. So we're like, no,
not bad. So it wasn't terrible, but not.
No, we're cool. We're gonna stay here. Gina comes back from the bathroom, and this lady shows up, and she's like, "Hey, do you guys want to move down?" This is where you take off, Maxine.
Okay, so they're in the process of upgrading to down near the floor, okay? But I have no idea they're doing this. So I get back and I see my party's gone and I'm like, shit, where'd everybody go? Did I go to the wrong place? And I look at my ticket and I know that I'm in the right row. So I look at my phone and I see Taylor has tried to call me several times. So I call her back and she's like, hey, we got upgraded. Tony's gonna come get you. And I was like, okay, so I'm waiting for Crash. And Crash shows up, but what I don't realize is she's with an authorized personnel, but I don't put this together. I'm just like, oh, this lady's kind of walking close to us. And she goes, just so you know, I'm authorized personnel and I'm with your friend. And I was like, oh, you could tell I was a little confused. She's like, yeah, I am the reason why you got upgraded tickets. And I'm like, cool. So mind you, Crash, Gina, and Taylor have all been taken to these seats. I have no idea where I'm going. And so
Okay.
We're going down into hell.
we go in this tiny little elevator around the corner somewhere under a staircase. Okay, like here's a little elevator. And I'm like, okay. Some other people get on it, other people get off of it. We're going down some floors. She's like, this isn't your floor, this isn't your floor. We get to the lower level and she's like, okay, here's your floor. I have a paper ticket that Crash gave me for my upgrade. The door's open. And then there's this guy, and he's like, show me your ticket. So we show our tickets, obviously. He moves out of the way, and there's this long black hallway, and it's just me and Crash walking down this like long black hallway. And I'm like, are we safe, friend? She's like, oh yeah, we're cool. And
Then we take a left and we go in that hallway with the red lights.
Wait, this gets fucked up though, because we turn the corner and there's this guy and he's like in this valet looking like suit and he's like, welcome. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He's like, where are you fucking taking me?
So we turn and there's this hallway of lights, these red lights and mirrors, and I'm like, holy shit, where are we going? Like,
The fuck are
at
we?
this point, I'm like, am I gonna fucking meet Slipknot or something? Like, what's going on?
Just about like
Turn another corner and we go out and there's the floor. And I'm a little bit concerned because I didn't want to be on the floor in the pit. I'm too old for that shit, okay? And we turn and there's this other authorized personnel and she's like, right this way. And we end up in these like cushy recliner seats, 3 rows back from the stage. There's Slipknot stage, like Cypress Hill is just coming on. It's like, holy shit balls.
dude, it was so close. We got stoned.
Oh yeah. Contact high from Cypress Hill fans. Seriously. Like that happened. There was like this cloud of smoke
from the weed that everybody was. Dude, the Cypress Hill guy was like smoking a blunt the whole damn time.
This is the tunnel. So that's what the tunnel looked like with the mirrors and the lights and shit.
Yeah, you could tell that you could easily get lost in that shit.
Yeah, it was like, what the shit? What is going on?
Yeah, so we went from
nosebleed to like
bleeds to like right center.
It was crazy.
That's definitely
Shit, we got 2 upgrades. We got upgrade.
You might be able to see how cushy our chairs are.
I can kind of see it, yeah.
If you look at the chairs behind us, I mean, they were really nice. Like, like super comfortable at this concert, and it fucking rocked.
Oh man, it was one of the best concerts I've
Absolutely.
been to. Not gonna lie.
And then I found out the day after Slipknot. Well, no, it was 2 days after Slipknot that I had COVID.
Fun.
Yeah, that's right.
Fun times.
You were so worried that we were gonna get it.
I felt like an asshole though. I didn't know, and I went to a big ass concert in an arena. Like I was like, oh no. But
I'm sure it's not like it's something that you can necessarily predict. Is that
I didn't know.
Find out after, yeah.
But
If you're not symptomatic, you're not gonna know you have it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I just have a bad cold right now.
I'm catching up in the chat, and Jeffrey Lund really likes the lyrics. He says, I encourage you to keep writing lyrics. Right on.
Thank you very much. I try my best to write as many lyrics as I can. It's a, when I write these songs, I try to encapsulate people's minds into what the song may be about, whether it's an instrumental or whether there's lyrics behind it or not. It's kind of the same thing. And it's making that first record was a wild fucking ride for me. But now it's done, it's out there, people can go listen to it, and now I'm going to work on part 2. That hopefully won't take another fucking 2 years for me to make.
I was just going to say, so are you as excited with the second album as you are with the first?
Yes, very much, especially seeing where the story goes, especially like what I have, but like I don't have the story fully written yet, but I have a start and a little bit of a middle of it.
The ending is always the hardest part, by the way. Just
that is really what's killing me is the ending. Honestly, it's the middle and the ending, but it's visually.
Oh shit!
Oh crap! We lost connectivity. Come back to us, Danny.
Ooh.
At least he froze nice. Like, look how great he looks frozen. I always admire when someone.
See how nice he looks all frozen. Oh well, you're back. Hello, welcome back.
Hello.
At least it wasn't like Black Shepherd, who is like, I cat, and then came back and like, cat.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I broke it. It's me. You can
blame. He is streaming from Dublin. Like, come on, this is pretty amazing. We have a lot of servers. We got to go through a lot of broadbands that need to be manipulated. I don't know.
What other countries we got to get through some red tape?
I'm trying to sound techie. I'm not.
We don't know how that fucking works. We just.
Speaking of techie, Black Shepherd is techie.
Black Shepherd.
Admire that very much. Okay, Danny's back. Look who's back. Bring him up.
I'm on it. We got you back.
I'm back. Don't know what happened there.
All the way from Dublin.
But yeah, no, the second record is. I'm definitely more excited from it because I'm being a lot more experimental with the second record. Is not being afraid to dabble in different sounds, different genres, different styles, all that kind of stuff. So I just want to kind of keep it, going, especially because now that I only actually decided last week it was going to be a trilogy.
Oh.
Just last week, he's like, I'm going to Star Wars this shit up.
Well, and does that coincide with when you went on your holiday, or was it before then that you decided?
It was before all of that. I was literally just kind of sitting there going through a lot of the old demos that I had for the second record just to start, and I was like, I'm gonna make this a trilogy because I feel like this story can expand that much further out as a whole. But yeah, we'll wait and see how it all goes.
I'm loving this whole trilogy thing. Like, I really cannot wait to see where this goes for you.
Epic idea.
I really want to see where this story goes, honestly.
So Rebecca says, I'd love to go to Daddy Six Parts of Country. So that's Ireland. Trilogy is so cool, definitely. And we want Danny Six to come here. So we've talked a little bit about that in the past, that, Danny was thinking about coming over here.
Hanging out with good friend Jacob Bando.
So I have some updates about that.
Oh.
Ooh.
You tell.
So it was meant to happen this year, but due to some complications on our end, it can't really happen this year. But I do have a timeline.
Ooh.
When I can.
Is it soon?
Next March is what we're hoping for.
Ooh, okay, so that is soonish.
So it's a lot sooner than people can expect. And it's going to be definitely a different kind of tour, a different kind of aspect, I suppose you could say. But it's definitely going to be for the record. And off the second record, you will probably hear a song in the next 2 months.
Oh, hell yeah.
So we
Ooh.
won't be waiting too long for a new track coming out from me.
That makes me
Um,
super.
So
That is
yeah,
sweet.
that's as much details as I have because that's all I know. I don't know anything else.
Like, I don't fucking know shit.
I just play the music, man. I don't organize this shit. I
love
don't.
That you're lucky to have that actually. Like if you don't have to organize that yourself, that's a relief.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I also have you guys to help me out about
Well,
where to
yes.
go and what to do.
Of
So,
course.
We'll play a show together when you come over. We'll figure it
100%.
out.
And especially with I've been on Asgard a couple of times with Chronic Chris and all that stuff, and Rebecca as well.
Yep.
Rebecca would even say
Yes.
it. I've done 2 interviews with them now.
I
Oh,
saw
nice.
that. Yeah,
Good.
cool. We were on their show and that was super fun. Good
It
people.
was really fun, and no
We
one got my
absolutely
songs.
love Asgard Radio, and we love Rebecca and all those guys.
For sure, all love here.
You guys are awesome. Keep doing your thing.
Well, and I love being connected with other shows that are supportive of each other. Like
Yeah,
not being rivalries. We're not about that at all. We want to be, community oriented with also other shows like ours, podcasts, videocast, etc., YouTube shows. We just want to support everybody.
Yes.
yeah, because I feel like that's what makes people look at like all these big bands that are within the music scene and stuff like that. That they're thinking like they don't really have that connection to other bands. Well, they do, but it's very industry processed fucking bullshit.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas everything that we do, we're all independent and all that
And I
shit.
love that.
But we have a
Underground.
lot stronger connections as independent artists than as if we would if we were fucking signed to a record label or something.
Yes.
And we have more
Yes.
control. We have more control with what we are doing with our projects and what we are saying about our projects. Like labels really
Yeah. We don't have to work with people within our labels
right.
per se.
Yeah.
They tend to control a lot of those aspects. There's pros and cons to that definitely, but it is nice to have creative freedom with everything that we do on Musicians Hangout, everything that we do with our bands, etc. It seems to work out better for us anyway. All right, so Rebecca says, Danny Sticks, Carthy, thank you for coming on Asgard. Love you guys too. Thank you.
Of course, it's always been a great time going on that show and just chatting shit half the time.
Yeah, it's good energy.
But yeah, no, it's fun. It's fun getting to kind of do all these different kind of things because these are not things I ever expected I would ever be able to do or be able to take my music to that stage of being able to, have people overseas listen to my music and say, "Oh, dude, this is sick," and I'm like, "When did this happen?" It's like,
Now, did you
it's
ever
like,
think
is
that
this the
you'd
right
be-
fucking thing?
Did you ever think that you would be collaborating with other musicians from other countries, like
No.
Jacob Van O? Because I know you guys are working on some stuff.
You look at the 2 songs that we came out with together, with Let the Devil In and Venom. They're 2 hard-hitting, kick-ass songs.
They are heavy, yeah.
And that's why I actually featured Let the Devil In on the record again and Rise of the Fallen because they felt like 2 songs that fitted the album more
Yeah.
than some of the other ones did.
Definitely for the feeling you're trying to go with the album, it definitely fits.
But it's it's fun, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more different collaborators and stuff coming over the next couple of little.
Oh yeah.
But no,
I see
we'll
great
wait and
things
see.
happening.
We can wait and see what happens. That's why I'm always excited for the future and what more it can kind of bring out of it and stuff like that.
Well, and that being said, with everything that you've written about with this album and that you're continuing to write with the trilogy, it's good to feel hopeful,
Yeah.
with something.
Exactly. And that's kind of the key thing.
Mhm.
It's every record, shouldn't sound the same. That's why this record's not going to sound the same. It's not going to be the same record. It's a part 2 to the first one, but it's different still. It's not the same record over and over again.
A different flavor to each.
Exactly, different aspects, different types of things and stuff like that. So
Well,
Well, now you're in the middle of a battle, so
yeah,
yeah,
it'll be interesting to watch that grow and to hear it in its entirety. So very cool.
I'm so excited to listen to the whole like trilogy.
Absolutely.
I bet it's gonna be an amazeballs.
So we're
well,
coming
hopefully.
on about 8 more minutes left of airtime, and I just wanted to, throw out the question that I ask all musicians on each show is, what advice do you have for other musicians?
Don't be afraid to go with your gut when it
Yeah.
comes to your writing or what you want to write. Never ever get to a stage where you doubt yourself and say, "Oh, I don't think this is going to be good." Just try everything. Never be afraid to step outside the box. Don't become a fucking another statistic. I fucked that up. Don't become just another number in a chart or something like that, because what you need to aim for is be you and write the music that you want to write, not what the fucking world wants you to write.
Yes.
That's the one thing I've always said.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
Well, yeah, never be afraid to kind of dabble in something different and not stay in the one lane, because that's what I did, and it's working out pretty okay for me.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, whatever works, right? You got to kind of niche in.
Are you having fun writing these songs?
Oh, for sure. Like, there was actually nearly a time where when I got all the masters back for the record, I nearly did a mosh pit on myself in my kitchen.
Hell,
Yes.
you should have brought your dads in on it too.
That's great. Kashaka's in the house. Hey, thanks.
And
for
your little
joining
brother just
us.
been like,
He's been having Wi-Fi connectivity issues, but finally got to
Kashaka.
Well,
It's
that's
always the problem.
you guys don't have to watch us live. A lot of you already know that. But for some of you that are just tuning in, you can always catch us again on YouTube. It's pre-recorded, so you can go back into our archive and watch this again. And you can
And smash that subscribe button and that notification bell.
Definitely. And you can also watch again on Facebook. So if you didn't catch the whole show and you want to, you can do that as soon as we're off air. It will be posted. Chris Ness says, "What's up?"
What's happening, Chris?
Asgard.
Here's Bernie.
Here's my friend.
One of the only guy that anytime when the record came out, I sent him 2 of the songs, and he's been constantly playing them on the radio so much.
Just
It's
like
been
that,
insane.
yeah. A true supporter of underground independent music.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
We should probably do more montages.
Okay, yeah, we're coming up on another month, so heads up, everybody. We're taking the month of August off because it gets crazy for us. Well, Crash's band is booked crazy, so she's super busy with Moopsy and I believe with Fatal too, right? Maybe no.
Bad news about Fatal. We're in the process of saving our bass player.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. But definitely busy with Moopsy, and then I've got another vacation coming up and some other I have a niece coming into town, so I'm taking August off. But I will catch some of you in the music scene. I'm going to come out there and see some of your shows in the very near future, so you'll be able to catch me, and when Crash is feeling better, musicians and that will be together again out there. So we'll see y'all soon.
Yes.
I actually just got a message from one of my management.
Ooh.
Exclusive for you guys if you want.
Yes. Oh God,
Sure.
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
You are going to hear a new song on the 12th of August.
Oh, yes.
I feel like we could do like a wave or something.
when I get back, I have to do all the vocals and stuff for it and everything else. But it'll be probably in around the 12th of August is when you're going to hear the first
So when
song.
are you getting back from Dublin? How long are you going to be in Dublin?
I am here till Sunday, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's been a little while, but it's no. Once I get back, it's kind of getting back into the saddle, and especially preparing for the band show next week is kind of being my main focus. Is getting our first show up and running and ready to go. We're with 2 other bands, and if people are asking if there's going to be live video of it, yes, there will be.
Ooh, you gotta send us a link. You gotta send us a link.
That'd be
So
awesome.
if any of the Americans want to watch us do a show or watch me do a show sometime, you can follow my band. Wilted Saffron is what we're called. You can follow the band on Facebook and stuff, and then you'll be able to see any kind of videos and stuff like that we post and all that kind of stuff on it. So, and the same with me, so you can follow me, and you'll hear all my music that's come out. And yeah, check out these guys also, because you wouldn't be able to hear me if you didn't check out these guys. So,
Aw.
it makes sense.
Danny.
But we want to support you, and we want to put your music on too. So please send us a link to these shows that you're going to be doing.
Yeah,
We will post them. We will air them. We will do what we can to
I
support you.
appreciate that.
Yeah, you can definitely post on our community page on Musicians Hangout, and that goes for all of you musicians that are part of our community. Please share all of your shows, all of your future endeavors, such as EPs, albums, or music video releases. We want to keep our followers up to date on you so that they can follow you too. Well, everybody, this has been an amazing evening.
Oh shit, it is about that time, huh?
It is about that
Sorry, I
time.
haven't been wearing my glasses. I can't even see anything.
I remember this is so much. I remember when the thing was 2 hours long beforehand.
Yes.
We put it back and it feels better, especially during, well, I'm a teacher, so during the school year, it's a lot better for my schedule. And
Yeah.
I think it's working out a lot better for our viewers and for our guests as well.
Yeah, I have to get up at 5:30 a.m. usually, so
Me too.
At least I get to sleep a little bit longer than than usual. So
yes. Especially since you're on a holiday.
You get to
Yeah.
leave bed to wake up soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least you're on holiday and you can sleep in and have a good time on your vacation, Danny.
Yeah, I will, hopefully.
Oh my god, I cannot wait to hear your new album coming out. Well, not
It'll be more details will be
second one.
coming very soon about that. So just keep an eye on me.
Very
Definitely
excited.
on Danny
Black Rain is amazing.
Follow him everywhere. He's everywhere. So
Everywhere: Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, fucking Prison Break. I don't know. Wherever you get your music from.
I have to pull this up. So Gary Gilver says, "We Americans love Irish rock, right?"
Go Dover!
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Well, I appreciate you too, Gary. Thanks very much.
Oh my god, it's Dover. Audio side.
All right, everybody. So we will be back next Wednesday with an all-new episode of Musicians Hangout, and I guess you must bid adieu. I will take us out. You guys ready? All right, here we go. Good night, everybody. See you next week. Keep rocking. We love you guys.